I want to dig in straight up into logistics, the scene where you throw the decanter, which is obviously everyone's talking to you about it, but like, I don't even understand how you did that because it doesn't look like it cuts. Like, it looks like you're throwing that thing at her head. How did that happen?
Well, it was twofold. I started out with a foam pink it was like they copied the shape of the crystal decanter into a pink foam Nerf ball like thing that I had to throw at Lupita's face, and then they took Lupita out and put a Fernie pad, which is sort of like a, you know, some kind of camera pad, and they put a big X on it where her face was supposed to be, and I took the real decanter and threw it with all my might at the thing. The first time we did it, though, I kept doing it with the foam, and I kept hitting her feet instead of her head, because I think I was really nervous even though I knew I had to do it with great commitment, I was, you know, throwing something at someone's face. It was a little scary, even though it was a Nerf thing, and we finally worked it out.
So then it was like a CGI thing?
They must have done a CGI thing, yes. But what you actually see is me throwing the decanter. It's just midway through, it was changing into a Nerf thing probably, but I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
But
with playing tough characters like this, it always seems like you'd have to like establish a relationship with the people you're being the most mean to. Is Lupita the person you had to really work with to be like, let's understand each other and trust each other so that then we can be awful?
We didn't have to do it. It came very naturally to us. We were staying at the same hotel, and on the weekends we would go to Magazine Street in New Orleans to shop. We got caught in the rain. You know, we like had a lot of fun time together, and just made it sound like we were like
girls' vacation.
We got caught in the rain.
It's like a rom-com with you guys.
It's long. What are we talking about? Yeah, so there was a kind of a very natural rapport between us, and this was her first movie, and I felt like the old lady who was like, but we got along really, really well and spent a lot of time together off camera. So, and I think there was a mutual kind of respect and understanding that we both had to do something that was going to be hard, and Steve McQueen really created an atmosphere where he didn't want me to apologize for anything I had to do, and that was my part, and that was my job, and Lupita understood that, and she knows me outside of it, and she knew that it was never anything I was going to take comfort or relish in or be excited to do, so it was sort of an unspoken. We made a little eye contact once, and I think once in the makeup trailer I said to her, I'm sorry what I have to do today. And she was like, yeah, I know. So, lashes.
Your friends and family to go see this. I mean, it's a tough movie to watch. You know that. It must be hard for you to watch personally. Do you have to kind of persuade them, being like, I know it doesn't sound like a good time at the movies, but it's worth it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky, but my friends are interested in not just having a Milk Dud Raisinette fest at the movies. They're interested in watching something of substance. So I don't think I'm going to have to drag anyone I know to see this movie.
Has anyone told you that they'll see it once but can't see it again? I've heard people say that you know, they're glad they saw it, but they can never go through that again.
Oh, people are such wusses. I sort of feel like this movie is, I don't know, I feel like as a culture, as human beings, we're all so terrified of feeling things that are unpleasant, and it's just like, this movie has so much more going for it than just unpleasant things, and it's I think it would be a real waste and a real disservice if that's the sort of overarching idea, is that the movie's hard to watch, because it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any tips for people to make it less hard to watch?
Just open your eyes and your heart and just see what happens.